and the homegoing of our friend Joe Raby. He was more than a friend to many of you. He was a father. He was a husband. Husband first, then a father. There we go. He was a veteran. He loved his country. He loved his family. He loved his church family. In the last few years of his life were not always the kindest to him. He endured a lot of health difficulties, a lot of physical challenges. But Joe was just Joe. And Joe just knew how to rise above things. He always had the right perspective. There was not much Joe couldn't do. Joe could fix just about anything. And if he couldn't fix it, he'd find a way to fix it. And I remember talking with him when he was a few weeks ago before he passed away. And I remember him talking about a few things he had to fix when he got home. And I said, well, they'll get all that stuff taken care of. He goes, yeah, but they won't be done right, So I remember him, and I remember he was always kind to me, always kind to me, always kind to my father, always kind to our church people. And I remember even on the day that we said goodbye to Jean, who was the love of his life, he was always kind. Joe always knew he would see her again. Joe loved his children, all of you, loved his grandchildren, spoke highly of you. And today we say goodbye to a really good man. They don't make them like this anymore. And I am thankful that I have the privilege to be here at his homegoing. And of course we know that Dad is not really there. That's just the shell of what's left of Dad. Joe is with the Lord. And to be absent from this old flesh, this old body that gives us so many problems, is to be present with Jesus. And I'm thankful that Joe made a profession of faith in Jesus Christ, that he knew that Christ was the only way of salvation. And he accepted that, and he believed it. And Joe, because of that today, because he trusted Christ and his finished work, and he believed God for what he said to do, we're thankful we'll be able to see Joe again. Our prayer today is that we give him the homegoing that he deserves. And there's only so many words we can say. There's only so much we can say from our perspective and where we stand. But there's a lot of things that can be said about Joe. And I tell you, you don't preach your funeral when you pass. You preach your funeral as you live.
Amen.
And so, Joe, well done. You did very well. We'll see you soon. Would you pray with me, please?